Okay, we're talking with Ned Semonite, and Ned, you're with Vigo. Vigo, what is
That's
Vigo?
correct. So Vigo is a solution for homebound students to enable them to go back to school from either their home or their hospital.
Okay.
So they're at home and sitting in front of a computer. The Vigo robot is in the school.
Okay.
The student connects using their computer. So right now, Lori, you're seeing Lori's face on the screen. So
Lori's the remote teacher. She's really over there.
She's the remote student in this.
She's a remote student.
She's a remote student. So this is in the class with all the other kids.
Okay.
And this is the physical representation of that student who can't be there.
Okay.
Right? So they have a physical presence, and the teacher treats them just as they would any other student. So there's two-way audio and video, both. So not only do we see, in this case, Lori, but Lori's seeing us.
Okay, and so the student can drive this device?
That's right.
So
That's right. So
how does that work?
So using their mouse or the arrow keys on their computer,
okay,
they can move it around. So
there we
she's
go.
backing up a little bit.
Backing up, all right.
You can spin around. And they drive in the same way that you navigate by looking. In the same way that you have your eyes open when you walk down the hallway, you're looking at the video feed from this camera here, and you navigate by seeing. So you can drive from class to class, go to the music room, go to lunch with your friends. And then in the classroom, you can position yourself where you need to be, in front of the whiteboard, in front of the maps on the wall, lab desks, that type of thing.
Okay, so I noticed that Lori there turned on the lights. What are the lights for?
So typically, these are used to signal to the teacher that they have a question.
Okay.
So this is sort of like
raising my hand. Okay.
Yes.
So I thought maybe it's to make the teacher look better or something.
If the room was completely dark, it will also light up.
So how loud are the speakers? Are they loud enough the teacher can hear what's going on in the?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We have them turned down here because we get feedback because we're too close to this computer.
Okay.
So they're turned down. Sometimes depending on the audio of the computer itself, maybe the kids will wear earbuds or something like that.
And we'll say, Lori, please pay attention to this class that's going on, please. You're not paying any attention.
Right. Yes. The audio pickup is we have 4 microphones around the outside.
Okay.
There's a speaker here and a speaker down in the base.
Okay.
Where there's also a battery. The battery will last either 6 hours or 12 hours, depending on how heavy you want the robot to be.
So theoretically, a student we could drive this around the school from class to class, right? So
not in theory, in practice.
Okay.
So we have about 400 kids today, that are going to school around the U.S. on a Vigo.
Okay, so that's awesome. So let's talk turkey. How much is a Vigo? What's the base price? And
so the base price of the robot itself is $6,000, and then there's a $1,200 a year subscription that has a number of services bundled in with that. If anything happens to the hardware, it's replaced immediately at no charge. There's software updates as we add features. There's help desk support. There's cloud services so that administrators can lock who uses the robot and who doesn't.
Right.
So you can enable a student to come into class between 9 and 1, but they can't come in at night or on the weekends, and so administrators can set that up based on schedule.
So is it proprietary? It's not like they're using Skype or something. They're using the Vigo service to go through this.
It's proprietary today because none of the other video services know anything about driving. Right? So there's no drive controls in Skype.
Right.
And we think in time that they will be, in which case we can be compatible with those services. But until they do that, it's still a little unique.
Okay, so it's $6,000, and then a $1,200 yearly subscription fee to it.
And there's breaks on that if you buy longer term. It's less.
Or if we buy 10,000 of them, that's probably get a less price on that.
It'll give you a better price.
Lori, you did a fine job over there. You're a good student. Excellent. You did a fine job. You only fell asleep once that we noticed in class. Ned, thanks.
And if she did, then we can say, Lori, wake up.
Wake up, Lori.
She hear us.
Okay, so Ned, if somebody's interested, school district's interested, who do they contact? How do they go?
So typically they would contact their ESC, and they would, depending on that organization, oftentimes they'll have units available that are, what's the word you use? How do you make a unit available?
Every service center is different. So like Region 10, all the people that are all the districts that are in our service center or in our video conference service, we we loan them out temporarily to see if it's a good fit for that child.
Okay. Do you have them in Region 19? Do you know?
I don't know. I don't know, but I can find out.
That's where I'm from, so I don't care about Region 10.
Right.
I care about Region 19, which
I
is.
don't know.
So
but I can find out.
we can ask
Okay.
Diana behind you. She would know. And then
know
we
why
also
I'm
have some
doing it.
schools that will buy them specifically so they can keep them and own them. And then we also have cases where a parent, if there's a budget issue or a planning issue, a parent will buy the unit and put it in and give it to the school.
Okay. So that's great. So Ned, is there a website they can go to too?
There is vigocom.com.
Vigo, so it's
If they
VGO,
just search for Vigo Robot, you'll find it.
and it's
Right.
Vigo like that.
That's right.
Vigo.com.
Right.
Okay, Ted, thanks for talking to us this morning. Appreciate it. And Ned, excuse me, not Ned, not Ted. I don't know what's wrong with me. Thanks, Ned, for talking to us this morning.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Great.
Post it up online to get a card.